So lately, I've been seeing all of this stuff about doxing people to try to intimidate or scare them. First, it was Malin trying to intimidate Flash. Well, Flash is still here. And then we had Ethan here try to dox Vicky and intimidate her, and she's still here. Um, Doxing people like this does not work. CG has tried it actually three times even, but the other person wasn't CG. That was the war campaign guy. And even he's still here. So we have three people. Well, actually, you know what? There's a fourth now that I think about it because Anna did dox Risey, but I don't think that was. Well, I don't know if that was intentional or not. I'd have to see the video, but there was that time. So there's four times now of doxing people to intimidate. Malin was the worst. Malin was just, I'm this tough guy, and oh, look at you. Look, let's see how tough you are now. If they see your face and all this, and the picture that he had was the anime Matsuri one that I used to make the toy. So I don't know. And then I saw recently, I don't know if that's really him or not. Yellow Flash hasn't addressed it. I mean, the most recent picture that I saw, that honestly could be him, but I don't know. Vicky admitted to her docs, but she said it was and a picture I seen this years ago. I mean, this is an old picture. It's just this wimpy soy intimidation tactic. And none of these people have left. All you've done is embolden them to do this more. So I'd like to make this point. For John Malin and Ethan to come out and do this, see, this is why I firmly believe this is why there wasn't a CG con. For them to come out and do this and be these keyboard commandos and 300-pound tough guys. If they were to do this in real life, it would be a different story. And I know because I've done it once already. And these people, so first off, if you've seen a picture of Ethan or seen him live streaming or not sitting behind the chair screaming about Eric July and all that, Ethan is obese. He is not in good health. And then on top of that, he is smoking crack and doing all that idiotic bullshit. And just his posture, all of it. He's just in very poor health. And then, I think it was on Raptors, they were pointing out something. And I went back to this and watched this. When Ethan was at the couch, when this is, I don't know what that was, that comic convention before he got high or whatever, he was trying to get up out of that couch, and he was having a hell of a time doing this. And I've noticed this at the con too when I witnessed these people there. So they're not they're not in shape. None of these people are in shape. The only person that I could say is relatively in any form of shape is Jay Bombastan, Captain Cuckout. What's that guy with the geisha doll comic? I met him. He's probably the most fit guy out of all of them. That guy. So there's three. Oh, Dan Fraga. Dan Fraga's in pretty good shape. Shane, he's thin, but he needs to he needs to get some muscle going. He looks Ozempic. Besides that, the rest of them, they're just And and their whole thing is like, Ethan says this too. He's like, "Oh, well, I'm not trying to incite you to come fight me because I would hold my own." And no, you wouldn't hold your own. I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen. If you can hardly get off a couch and it's taking you minutes to do it, and he's not using that Peloton, and this is what I mean. They all rely on this being on here. They don't consider the fact, and you know what? I'm convinced at some point that Ethan or Malin or one of these people, or even on the other side, they're going to incite some nut job like Riley, who will go down there and most likely will either, well, Riley is fat too, but you're going to incite some nut job to come to a con that you go to and get in your face and do all this. And I'll have no sympathy for you then. I don't have sympathy for you now because you sit here and you talk a big game. And I'm telling you, having done this in firsthand with these people, they are not a threat to anybody. They are just, they're just literally keyboard commandos. That's what they are. And for them to do this, they keep doing this. This is going to backfire. And this is why I truly believe there was no CG Con, besides the fact they were making 20,000 variant covers and getting people to pay for the fucking thing. That probably would have happened 10 years from now, if at all. These people are just... But hey, keep at it. It's paid off for you so far, hasn't it? Vicky's still here. Yellow Flash is still here. Risey is still here. That Panboy guy, he's still here. They're all here. Nobody has left from doxing. The only person that I could think of that left the internet from being doxed was Spirit Scar. That was it. That was the only person I've seen that left it. Other than that, they're all still here. So your fear tactics aren't working. None of this works. And I really hope that this doesn't happen, but look at Riley. Riley's the best example of this, of getting these people wound up to go down there and do these things. And they don't think about that at all. They're just like, oh, haha, I got my content out of a retard that I threw some gas money at that drove, 2 or 3 states over to go stand outside a restaurant so I could film it and laugh at him. I mean, he's lucky he didn't get hurt there, come to think about it, But that's what I see happening here, especially with Malin. Malin is so bad at this. His whole persona, it's every... you look at that picture of Malin, you see him, it's just... Anybody in decent shape, all you'd have to do is get that guy taking a swing or two, or, I better watch what I say here, but these people should not be doing this. They cannot back this up in person, is my point. But apparently we're going to keep doing this. Aren't we so tough to sit here and dox people on the internet and be a tough guy? Well, I didn't work out too well for JDA. These people just... Anyways, that's my rant about doxing. Is your cheap intimidation tactics have failed. They're still here. And if you want these people, if you want Vicky and Raptor and Dean and all these people to stop doing this, it's so simple. Just stop doing the bullshit. Just stop. It's really that simple. But no, we're going to turn up the bullshit, and we're going to lick urinals and smoke crack in parking lots and do all of this insane bullshit because we're internet tough guys. I really wish that CG con had happened. Imagine the mayhem at that con. I mean, there probably would have been. I think there might have been a lot of arrests there, man, because there's a lot of mad people, especially with him fucking the people over with their books, and then he shits on them on top of it. I mean, I think that's why that didn't happen. I don't think it has so much to do with, oh, well, we couldn't crowdfund it. Why don't you pay for your own con, losers? Why are you trying to crowdfund a meetup, huh? Because you saw Geeks and Gamers do it, you thought you could do it? Oh, look at that. Gary and them, those people that we call zeros, were able to get a meetup and have people come to said meetup and even throw money at us and pay for the whole event. Well, you know why they were able to do it? Because they're not assholes to the well, they don't really sell anything, but they're not assholes to the people that give them money. That's why they were able to hold their convention thing and do all this. But hey, what do I know? I'm just retired, serving my country here with advancing the Air Force. What do I know? This is what's important in life, is making mediocre comics and doxing people. This is more meaningful in life, apparently. What am I doing wrong in life here? I guess I should go become a comic book artist and dox people, and then hope that I don't get beat up at a con when it's my fault for starting the shit to begin with. Oopsie. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.
Doxx in time. Open all the packages, enter and don't black out the names. Doxx in time. Get mad at war campaign Ethan and reveal all their names. Doxx in time. One last call for addresses so Riley can show Eric's house. Doxx in time. You can go home, but a sim might be at Reenie's door. I know who I want to dox their info. I know who I want to dox their address. I know who I want to reveal. Dox them now. Doxx in time. Time for you to be doxxed. Doxx in time. That event won't let Riley in. So gather up your documents, move it to the hard drive. I hope you enjoy seeing those fun bags. Doxx in time. Wise man beyond those porn sites. I know who I want to dox their info. I know who I want to dox their address. I know who I want to reveal. Doxx them now. Doxx in time. Time for you to get your addresses out on the hard drive. I know who I want to dox their info. I know who I want to dox their address. Doxx in time. Time for you to get your addresses out on the hard drive. I know who I want to dox their info. I know who I want to dox their address. Dox their address. I know who I want to reveal. Dox them now. I know who I want to dox their info. I know who I want to dox their address. I know who I want to reveal. Doxx them now.